Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are diving into my art journal. Even though I make and sell jewellery, I always have an art journal or a sketchbook on the go. This practice really helps me to loosen up and get into the creative flow ready to make. In this journal spread, I'm starting by getting some colour down on the page first. It's very loose and free, I'm not thinking too much about it. I start with a rough pencil guideline just to get the feel of where I'm going to put the colour. Then I use different media including watercolour paints, water soluble crayons and a little bit of fluid acrylic to help get this initial colour wash down. I also use acrylic paint watered down to splatter the page to add extra texture. I play around adding more details until I'm happy with the overall look, remembering that this is just an initial colour wash. This is a really fun process. Once I'm happy with the overall piece, I let it dry. Then this gives me a really interesting base with which to draw upon. I find drawing a really meditative practice. It helps quiet my mind and it stimulates the flow of ideas. Often a shape that appears in my drawings and sketches will influence the shapes and forms of my jewellery designs. I always love carrying a sketchbook in my bag with me. This means I can doodle and draw wherever I am. Sometimes I make abstract artworks, just like this, but other times I'll just want to draw, so I'll draw patterns, or I'll sketch out ideas and designs for jewellery. Even though art journaling is very different from silversmithing, the shapes and motifs that I explore in my journal somehow make it into my jewellery designs as well. I love adding extra tiny details with the pen. Tiny dots and lines become extra texture on the silver surface, and I've even noticed that these organic circle doodles also appear in my jewellery designs as molten silver balls that add heavy texture and depth to my jewellery pieces. But when I'm working in my art journal, I'm not usually thinking about jewellery designs. That usually comes later. As I add these tiny layers of details, I follow the flow of what's already on the page. Again, it's very fluid. I don't plan this out, I just draw, and usually the page will speak to me as I do so. An idea of what to draw next and where will pop into my head. So this process really helps me to learn to trust my intuition and listen to my inner voice. I keep drawing, sometimes for hours, just doodling away, but I will try to create an overall sense of balance across the whole page. So for example, right now we've got this circular motif in the centre. I've just started adding more circles to the right, and later on I'll add more into the left. See, already I've worked across the page, creating circular details, but also this leaf or vine type design, which is then adding in more balance. I keep going until I'm happy with it, until it feels like it's done or I've run out of ideas of what to do next. Usually the piece will tell me when it's finished. If you'd like to see more of my sketchbooks, including a flip through of some of my old journals, let me know in the comments below and give me a like on this video. And here we are, the piece is finished. Here's some of the details up close. As you can see, it works all together as one whole piece. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and seeing a little bit of the behind the scenes of my process. It's not always silversmithing. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. See you again soon.